Welcome to this D265 critical thinking video on source credibility. This information is found in Section 2 of your learning resource. First, let's take a look at sources of information. When we're first considering a piece of information, we need to determine if it is from a reliable source. So we need to identify the author. Is the source an individual, an organization, or a governmental entity? Identifying the author can help us then address some important questions such as, does the author have relevant expertise on the topic? Is the author pushing a particular agenda? Next, we need to consider the degree of bias the source presents in the information. Let's consider sources within social media, such as Twitter and Facebook. If something gives the appearance of a news article within social media sites, you should consider several things. First, do you see the word sponsored at the top? If so, this is likely not a reliable source as the information is funded or backed by an organization looking to gain something from your interest in the article. They're probably trying to sell you something. Do you see survey results or statistics? And this can apply anywhere the information comes from, not just from social media. Consider whether the author has anything to gain from presenting the data with a particular bias. Now, let's consider whether the source is thoughtful and honest. Some questions we should ask here are, does the source identify when they make a mistake? Now, reliable sources will typically indicate their corrections, say at the front of a magazine or beginning of a newscast. This is a marker for reliability because this tells us the source is concerned with accuracy. Another question is, does the source include counterarguments? And do they present those arguments fairly? Or do they try to get you to distrust other sources and with phrases such as, you'll only get the straight truth here? Once we've determined we have a reliable source, though, our digging should not stop there. We need to consider the credibility of the information. In other words, is it believable and accurate? Consider the term context collapse. This is where social media can make it seem like something is happening in your area right now. However, if you do a headline or image search on a search engine, you may find that the information originated in a different state 3 years ago. Additionally, when we're considering whether a piece of online information is current, always check to see if there's a timestamp. This could be found either at the top or the bottom of a particular piece of information online. A timestamp can indicate when it was either published or the last time the information was updated. Is the information coming from multiple independent sources? Are the sources sharing similar facts, or are some sources debunking the information? It is important to know what is being said about a topic from more than one source. Next, think about the plausibility of the information. Is it too outlandish to be true? For example, a headline might read, Senator Kelly is involved in trafficking polar bears that are sold on the black market to pet stores. Well, that seems a bit outlandish. In which case, we would drop that piece of information and continue to look for other credible information about the topic we're researching. However, if the information does seem plausible, then we should continue to analyze the source information credibility. Are there other reliable sources reporting similar information? We just asked if information might be too outlandish to be true. We can also ask if information is too convenient to be true. The old adage of, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is, applies here. So be skeptical. Finally, Deep fakes are images or recordings that have been convincingly altered and manipulated to misrepresent someone doing or saying something that was not actually done or said. For example, two artists in an advertising company created a deep fake of Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg saying things that he never said and uploaded it to Instagram. When viewing images or recordings, make sure you ask the same questions that we've presented throughout this video when determining reliability and credibility. Thank you for watching.